Hey, what's up guys? Today we're gonna have a look at a 10-point strike. When I do my 10-point strike, it's basically a series of 4-point strikes and rib strikes pieced together, and I'm gonna add a 360 overhead front strike at the end. It's a really dynamic movement, very impressive visually when we go through this one. We're gonna start this one off in a right fighting stance. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start my 4-point strike. So I'm gonna go heel, tip, heel, tip. So that's the first part of the 10-point strike. So I'm just gonna do a basic 4-point combo. I wanna use my hips to incorporate those if I can, coming up, down, side, side. The next part of my strike is gonna be, I'm gonna be incorporating a double overhead rib strike. So from a different angle, I'm gonna do my 4-point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I do 2 overhead rib strikes. When I'm doing my overhead rib strikes, guys, I really want to make sure that I'm getting the bow well above my head so that I don't clip my head when I'm doing this. So it can be very painful when that bow comes across if it happens to clip your head. So we're going to piece those 2 pieces together. We're going to add a 4-point with a double overhead rib strike. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The next piece that we add on is we're gonna pivot and just do a quick double rib strike. So not an overhead rib strike, just a quick double rib strike. So we're gonna start with our 4-point. 1, 2, 3, 4. Overhead rib strikes, 5, 6. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn and pivot my feet as I strike with the heel. So the back here is the heel of the bow. And it's just gonna be a real quick 1, 2. And then all I do is I come back with a reverse rib strike. So a reverse rib strike comes around. So a forward rib strike would be on this side. Reverse is when your hand is extended. So we've got the first majority of this technique down. So what we're going to do is we're going to add on the final piece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now the finishing piece has a nice visual element to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the bow up over my head and I come down and I land in an overhead front strike. Now if you'll notice when I'm doing this one, I'm really trying to make sure that I stay on a straight line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, coming around, 10. So I'm advancing on that and my left foot should finish in front if I'm using a right dominant grip. If I was using a left dominant grip, it would be opposite, okay? Let's go through that one more time. I'm gonna be facing you guys. So I'm gonna start in my right dominant. Let's do this one together. We're gonna go heel, tip, overhead rib, rib strike, pivot back, reverse rib strike. Now I'm gonna go through my spinning overhead front strike. When I land that overhead front strike, I want to make sure I have all those elements of a regular overhead front strike where I'm snapping my wrist, I'm chambering the bow so it's coming up, and it looks like a very deliberate strike. We want to make sure that we emphasize all those techniques. Hope you guys enjoyed that breakdown on a 10-point strike with a nice visual element at the end. Keep training hard, guys. Have a great day.